Hi, my sweet friends, and welcome to Crochet Every Day with Judy. I am Judy. If you are new here, welcome. It's so nice to have you. If you like this content, please hit the thumbs up button and hit subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so that you receive a notification every time I put up a new video. If you're back, welcome back. It's nice to have you too. I love my followers. I really love them. They're the best. They are the absolute best. So today I have a couple of finished objects, and these are kind of special finished objects, not in that they are special in themselves, but I am participating in a challenge. Christy at Crochet Creations by Christy has set a challenge. Actually, it may be both Christy and Kim the Crafty Nomad, I think it is, both of them, who have set this challenge for the first 3 months of 2022 to take any whips that you have, no matter when they were started, how many months, how many years ago they were started. And truthfully, I have some that were started years ago, like 5 years or more ago. But to take those whips and to finish as many as you can in the first 3 months of this year. Now, on Christy's Facebook page at Crochet Creations by Christy, not her sales page, her store page, but her group page, she has a post there. And what you should do if you want to take part in this challenge is to take a photo of the unfinished project, post it there with the date, if you can remember it, or the approximate date that you started it. Then, when you finish it, sometime in January, February, March of this year, post a photo of the finished project and the date that you finished it. So, I have 2 already. Now, both were crochet alongs from last year. It's just that I was already working on them. They were close to hand, so those were the ones that I decided to finish first. So the first one, and this is not a pretty project by any means because I didn't do such a good job on it. This first one was a crochet along with Lisa at Ladybird Loves. She did a sampler. She said to choose a main color and then 4 other colors, so total of 5. And then each week she put these colors on her spinny wheelie thingy, as she calls it, and she would spin and we would see which color we were to use for that week. In fact, let me get okay, where did it go? I apologize. I meant to have it. Oh, there it is, right there. So here's my list. It's in an orange pen, so you can't really see it. But so she would choose a color for each week. Then on another spinny wheelie thingy, she had, I don't know how many, but I would say about 25 different stitches. So this was an opportunity for me to learn new stitches, and I think that's what she meant it to be for everyone. So you could have this project be any size that you wanted. Each week you must crochet 2 rows, at least 2 rows of the main color, and 4 of whatever color was chosen that week. So I chose 2 kinds of yarn. This is an old one that has been discontinued. And truthfully, it's not soft at all. But after I washed the project, it got soft. So this was Red Heart Baby Econo. And I chose for my main color white. And then I chose, in the Red Heart Baby Econo, I chose pink, green, and yellow. Then I needed another color, and this is a 4-weight. And for my last color, I chose this Big Twist Vivid, which was a 3. And the first week that it was called, I didn't double it up, and I should have. because it kind of made the edges of the project go in a bit. But that's okay. It's not fancy. It's not meant for anyone. Who knows? I may use it for a blanket for my dog. But so for this, I chose the Big Twist Vivid in light purple, light blue. And as I said, this was a number 3. So I will show you the project. Starting with the first week, I'll just show you a bit at a time. And here we go. So the first week, of course, we had white for the first two rows, and I chose double crochet for the first 2 rows. Then the first color, or the color for the first week, was pink. My number 1, which was pink. My number 1 was pink, number 2 was green, number 3 was yellow, number 4 was the purple light blue. So the number 1 was chosen the first week, and with it, the waistcoat stitch was chosen. So that's what I did in the pink. Then I did 2 more rows of the white in double crochet. Week 2, color number 2, which was my green, was chosen. And this is the textured wave stitch. Now, yes, I did 4 rows, but it's not very wide. So then following that, 2 more rows of the double crochet. The third week, color number 4 was chosen, and that was the purple light blue. And like I said, I should have doubled it up, but I didn't. And this was the linen stitch in the light purple, light blue. 2 more rows of the white. Then week 4, number 3, or my number 3 was yellow, was chosen. And for that week, she chose the bobble stitch was chosen. Okay, then there were 2 more rows of white, and then the next week, week 5, color number 3 was chosen again, so that was yellow, and it's the loop stitch. I'd never done it before, and it really wasn't that hard. But I'm holding it kind of bent or folded over so you can see it, but that's the loop stitch. Okay, so then white again, and then week number 6, color number 4, the purple, light blue, or the purple light blue was chosen, and this is the camel stitch. I thought that was very interesting. Okay, another 2 rows of white, and then the week 7, number 3 was chosen again. That was the yellow, and this time it was the Suzette stitch. So that is the Suzette stitch. Okay, then white again, and week 8, color number 2, or my green, was chosen, and this is the doublet stitch. Then 2 more rows of white. Week 8, week number 9, color number 1, or my pink, was chosen, and that was the back post stitch. Back post double crochet is what I did. So there it is. 2 more rows of white. Week 10, color number 2, or my green, was chosen again, and that's Grandma's 2 stitch, a lot like the doublet stitch. Then 2 more rows of white, and week 11, color number 1, or my pink, was chosen again, and this is the picot stitch, and it's textural with the picot stitch. Then 2 more rows of white, and the last week, color number 4 was chosen, and this was the only other time, no, I take it back. This was the 3rd time my purple light blue was chosen, and this was the aligned cobble stitch. So there it is. Can't really show it all, but I will hold it up and gather it up. so that you can see. It's hard to gather, but that's how it turned out. See if I can hold that up. There we go. So that was that one finished. Now Lisa started this, her crochet along, which I fell down on, and that's why it became one of those whips to finish, was from October 7th to December 23rd of 2021. So that one is finished. Then the other project that I had started, that I said was another crochet along, and I truthfully don't remember when this one started, but this one was a crochet along with Reggie of J Hook Crochet, and she used the Flower Valley shawl pattern from, I think it's called, is it Sis Homemade? I believe are the designers. And for this, I used Hobie's Twister Glitter. And the colorway I used first was color number 38, which started, and this is a number 2 fine weight. It started with pink and then faded into blues. And I thought that one would be enough because it was 1,093 yards. But I ended up using about half of another Twister Glitter. And this is a, it's 53% cotton and 43% acrylic and 4% polyester. But this one was color number 40, and it went from a dark blue to a light blue, but I didn't get all the way to the very lightest of the blue. Now, the first colorway that started with pink and faded into blue, it went from a light blue, the fade went from a lighter blue to a darker blue. And so then I figured, okay, well, with the second cake of yarn, I would start from the outside, because from the inside out, it faded from a light blue to a dark blue. And I thought, okay, well, I have a dark blue already. Let's fade dark black back to a light. So here we go. I will show you. Here it is with the pink, and it's a very large shawl. But there it faded into the blue. And then when I started with the other, can you see the darkest blue? The very dark blue? Then fading out lighter. So, like I said, it won't all show at once, but so it went from pink through shades of blue to dark and then to a lighter blue. So that is my Flower Valley shawl. Now this one, I believe, was started, I don't remember exactly when it was started, but I believe it was to finish in the week before Christmas as well. So both of these I have finished in January of this year. And I really did enjoy working on both of them. I love the Sis Homemade patterns. In fact, that's another whip that I'm going to try and finish within these 3 months. It's another Sis Homemade pattern in another crochet along run by Reggie of J Hook Crochet. It's the I believe it's the half circle shawl. I started that one and then I got busy with other things. So I will be finishing that one very soon as well. Now, currently I'm working on a current crochet along, one that just started in January and is finishing in January. Is that right? I believe so, because it was just 4 weeks. It's the, and I won't show that right now because it's still in progress. We're in the last week of it, and I will finish it this week. It's the Calming Comfort Afghan with the Crochet Crowd. So that will be in probably my next video. And then this next week, I am finishing another crochet along, and and I'm determined to finish it. Well, I hope I can finish it. Okay, it was a crochet along with Crochet Creations by Christy. It was a year-long one, started January of last year, and it was the Elegant Pineapple Afghan. And so you were to crochet a 12-inch pineapple square each month and then put them together. Well, I decided I wanted something larger, and the pattern also called for a 4-weight, and I decided I wanted mine in cotton. So I used Toby's 8-4 cotton and did it in all different colors. And I'm going to do some white, and I did some white squares. I'm looking at the squares over there. So I decided I wanted 36 squares because I want this to be a summer weight Afghan for our queen size bed. So I have 13 more squares to make. You know, I can make a couple of them in a day. That still won't get me done by the end of this month. But hopefully within the next 2 weeks, I will get this finished and all put together. I'm going to, I believe, I'm going to put them together, I think, with white, either white or blue, whichever one I have the most of. And then I will also border it in those 2 colors. Those will be in a future video within the next couple of weeks. So look out for that. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you decide to join in on Christy and Kim's Wrap It Up Challenge. That's what it's called, the Wrap It Up Challenge. And let me know what whips you're going to try and finish up in these next 3 months. I have probably a dozen more that I need to get done. So I'm going to try and finish as many of those in this first 3 months of the year as I can. I'm trying not to take on too many new projects, although I did get, and if you saw one of my recent videos where I showed the crystal cakes that I got from Michaels and some cotton cakes. I want to make sweaters so that I can wear them in this cold weather. So I may work on a sweater in the middle of working on these whips, but that's to be seen yet. You know what? No, I know I will start at least one. And I also want to make another Swancho. The pattern is by Priscilla at Distinctive Crochet. So when I start that, I will also give you the link to her tutorial. So thank you so much for joining me. I want you to remember, you are the light of the world. So be sure to let your light shine, because you never know when someone else might need your light to get them through their darkness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye.